Welcome to Fostering Resilience. I'm KJ Foster. In today's video, I'm sharing with you 10 tips for cultivating compassion. Tip number 1. Start your day with compassion in mind. Tap into your innate compassion by feeding your mind and programming your mind with compassion. The Dalai Lama begins each day in the same way. He's quoted as saying, "As soon as I wake up, I remember Buddha's teaching, the importance of kindness and compassion, wishing something good for others, or at least to reduce their suffering. Then I remember that everything is interrelated, the teaching of interdependence. So then I set my intention for the day, that this day should be meaningful. Meaningful means, if possible, serve and help others. If not possible, then at least not to harm others. That's a meaningful day." Tip number 2. Volunteer. Donating your time to a worthwhile cause is just one of the ways you can actively show compassion to others. Volunteering implies hope and is a way to reach out and use your skills to improve the lives of others. Research suggests that compassionate helping triggered by volunteering improves stress regulation and immune function, cognitive functioning, health, and well-being. Tip number 3. Practice active listening. Be fully present. Put any distractions aside and give your full attention to what is being said. Listening provides relief to those in a world that can be indifferent to suffering. Let them lead the conversation and check in on them at a later time to reinforce the knowledge that you were truly listening. Tip number 4. Give yourself a self-compassion break. Kristin Neff, who has conducted extensive research on self-compassion and has dedicated her life to the study of self-compassion, suggests taking a self-compassion break to help bring the important aspects of compassion to mind when you need it most. Think of a situation that's causing you stress and tell yourself, "I am struggling in this moment, and that's okay. I'm not alone," and offer yourself soothing words of acceptance. Tip number 5. Choose to be your own best friend. Ask yourself, how would I treat a friend in a similar situation? We're often more critical, harsh, and judgmental about our own struggles than those of others. How would you treat a friend experiencing hard times? Why would you treat yourself any differently? Tip number 6. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is an efficient way to cultivate compassion skills. Mindfulness is the process of bringing one's attention to experiences occurring in the present moment and develops the ability to recognize distress in ourselves while encouraging emotional balance in the face of adversity. It is also one of the key factors to building mental strength and resilience. Tip number 7. Start and keep a compassion journal. This is another recommendation by Kristin Neff. She suggests keeping a daily journal to record the moments you've experienced compassion, anything you felt bad about, and anything you judged yourself harshly for, and then to write down some kind, understanding words of comfort. Tip number 8. Practicing common humanity by focusing on commonalities. Rather than focusing on how you differ from others, try instead to recognize what you have in common. Reflect on the commonalities you have with everyone else. We are all connected to the larger human experience. Tip number 9. Guided meditation. Compassion meditations and other guided meditations can have many positive outcomes, including increased self-compassion and compassion for others. Meditative compassion practices focus on developing feelings of loving kindness and goodwill towards yourself and others. Fostering Resilience provides numerous guided meditations, including compassion, loving kindness, and body scans. It also provides music meditations and other resources to reduce anxiety and stress. Tip number 10. Write a compassionate letter to yourself. Think of something that tends to make you feel bad about yourself, maybe having made a mistake or an argument with a loved one, for instance. Now imagine an unconditionally loving and compassionate friend who can see all your strengths and weaknesses. Write a letter to yourself from the perspective of this friend, focusing on the perceived inadequacy that you're judging yourself for. What would this friend say to you from the perspective of unlimited compassion? After writing the letter, put it down for a little while and then come back to it and read it again, really letting the words sink in. For more videos on compassion, educational videos, meditations, and meditation music, see the Fostering Resilience channel, where there are a number of playlists you can choose from. Thanks for watching today. And don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Namaste.